primary election numbers may be in, but what will it really mean come November?
WIAT 42 News anchors Trent Butler and Sherry Jackson sat down with our political analyst, Dr. Fred Sheppard, to break down Tuesday's victories.
Governor Robert Bentley, the big winner, winning his second Republican nomination. But really, the big story on this election day is the big battle in Alabama's 6th congressional district.
Yeah, Paul DeMarco, Gary Palmer now in a runoff. But what were your thoughts on the race?
It was interesting to kind of parse the numbers. DeMarco was the favorite, and he gained a bit. People tended to like him the more they knew about him. And then the big step forward was from Palmer. He was in single digits in the poll, and he gained quite a bit too. So there might be a sense he's got even more momentum than DeMarco. Whether I think it's DeMarco's to win or lose. He's already got a third of the electorate voting for him, so he's just got to pick up some more. But it's a new face, and I think Palmer is very closely associated with Christian conservatives, and that might help him a lot. That's a very mobilized base.
Seems DeMarco is well funded. Do you think the dollars flow well enough to Palmer to where he can compete on that level?
I think he's already competed pretty well. He had more than half what DeMarco had. He's got connections around the country. I think this is going to be a kind of a high-profile race that there's so few good races around the country. This will draw outside money, for better or worse, and he's probably connected into some of those networks.
This race had two Tea Party-backed candidates, Scott Beeson, one of them. What do you think about the outcome for them?
Right. I think talking about the Tea Party in Alabama is always tricky because so many of the more, you might think, establishment politicians really have Tea Party views. They're like, around the country, they're like the rest of the Tea Partiers. So I don't want to say that the Tea Party really took a hit, but the two most closely associated with the Tea Party, Mathis and Beeson, Mathis with national Tea Party folks, Beeson with local Tea Party folks, didn't do as well as they hoped.
If we had to pin you down, do you think DeMarco wins July 15th?
Yeah, I think unless he runs a lackluster campaign, he'll be running against Avery Weiss in November.
All right. WIAT 42 News political analyst Dr. Fred Sheppard, thank you for joining us. The runoff is July 15th. Not a lot of time to plan, but enough time.
And for complete election coverage, you go to WIAT.com.